Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing on this Thursday evening? What is going on, folks? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We have the final series of the game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Yankees. Hopefully, the Yankees can win tonight. Hopefully, they can avoid getting swept. So it's a must win. Definitely a must win for the Yankees. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on? Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. If we get 50 likes on this live stream, folks, I will buy a membership and somebody will be the lucky recipient of the Strike Zone membership. So I would greatly appreciate it. What is going on, everyone? What's up? What's up? What's up? We got Stephen B in the chat. Must Have Snacks is in the chat. CT Cards, what's up, man? William DeSico, what's up, bro? And we got a few folks in the chat so far. We'll continue waiting, and hopefully we have a good time tonight. Hopefully the Yankees get a W. The game will start here momentarily. What's up, Texas Buckeye? He says, "Yeah, Yankees need some stiff coffee." Yeah, I think they're going to need more than that, man. They're going to need more than that. They need to be injected with some coffee into their veins, no doubt, bro. But what's up there, Texas Buckeye? What is going on? I hope everybody is enjoying their evening. What's up, BJ? How's it going? David, what's up? Dev Finch, what up, Dev? Thanks for joining. CT Card says, be very nice to get a – yeah, it'd be awesome, man. It'd be awesome if the Yankees get a W tonight. It'd be awesome. So, Yankee – it should be a good day in the Bronx. It should be a good day in the Bronx. Hopefully the Yankees could come off with a win. And folks in the chat, let me know if you hear any background noise as far as the TV goes. If you do, please let me know. I'll adjust the volume on that. I'm hoping you all don't. I just have it loud enough to where I can hear it. I just want to make sure that you all cannot hear it on your end. So I would greatly appreciate it. Jacob, yeah, it's been a while, right? What's up, bro? How's it going, man? Yeah, William, the Yankees need a win. They desperately need a win tonight. They got to get this win. So, let's hope for the best. Here's to hoping for the best. So, we'll see what happens, right? But it's Carlos Carrasco pitching tonight for the New York Yankees. So, let's just hope that he has a good outing. I mean, like I said in the pregame, if he goes 4 1/3, I'd be pretty satisfied with that. All good, Jacob. Appreciate you, man. So, did the Guardians have a day off today? I'm just curious. Guardians have a day off today? It's just in a commercial break right now. Like in a commercial, they're showing a bunch of advertisements. It says, it just says event about to start. Hey, King Solomon, what's going on, man? I'm doing well, King Solomon. How are you? Thanks for joining. 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 5 hits for Carrasco. Okay. LA tomorrow, LA Angels or LA Dodgers? Which LA team are you all playing? Yeah, Kelly versus Carrasco. Okay, thanks for letting me know there, Buckeye. God bless, man. God bless. Oh, y'all playing the Angels. You guys should beat the Angels, I would think, but stranger things have happened. I'm going to put a poll out there right now for all of you. And I hope everybody participates. Let me get this poll going. I like to put out options out there, but always like to keep it fun. All right, it looks like the game is about to start here. So I put a poll out there, folks. So please do me a favor and vote, and make sure you all hit those heart emojis down there at the bottom too. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, don't play the Dodgers till May. Gotcha. Mark Gates, what's up? Let's bounce back with a win. Go Yanks. That's right. Smack the likes, 40 more to get the free membership. That's right. So we got Michael K and Paul O'Neill as your broadcast team. So Merrill Kelly versus Carlos Carrasco. So Carrasco making his first start as a New York Yankee. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. But go ahead and vote in the poll out that I just put out there, folks. What's King Solomon's question here? He says, I have a question. Do you think that Spencer Jones is on double A because they are helping with his swing that are heavy and help him out with his strikeouts? Yeah, I mean, probably a couple of things there, King Solomon. I think for one, there still needs to be some improvements that need to be made when it comes to with Spencer Jones. But I also think that he's going to get more playing opportunity at the double A level. Now, if he can show some great improvement, maybe he does move up to AAA. Maybe they do promote him. I would imagine. Who knows? I mean, this is just a prediction of mine. I'm not saying it'll happen, but I could see a scenario where he does make it to the major league roster when they expand the roster in September. So, but the answer to your question, though, I think it's just, there's just some things that he still needs to improve on. And I think he also, I think he's just going to get more playing opportunity at the double A level. It would be my assumption here. So I appreciate you, William. Daniel Barry, what's going on? What's up? Let's keep hitting that like button, folks. Let's get those likes up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Cool, Jacob. Let me know if you do go, bro, and share some pictures. But Yankees lineup looking a little different tonight. You got JC Escara at the dish, so excited to see him play. Ben Rice will be taking over at first base. Trent Grisham will be playing in center field. Aaron Judge will be DHing in today's game. So he's not necessarily, he's kind of getting a day off, but it's not really a day off, but he's getting a day off from playing from the field. So good job, John. What up, Nabes? What's up, Nabes? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Cool, man. Yeah, let me know. I appreciate you, Names. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna call the game tonight, but change of plans for the evening, so I am able to call the game. So I called the first two games of the season, and then this is the fifth live play-by-play that I'm doing. So this is game 5 that I'm calling tonight. So I'm gonna try and call I'm gonna try and do as many play-by-plays as I possibly can. It's gonna be a long season, but as far as tomorrow's game against Pittsburgh, that's gonna be a bit of an early game. I know. I got quite a few things going on tomorrow, so it's gonna be a busy day. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I don't want to say yes or no, so I'll just say, hey, it's up in the air right now. So make sure you all do hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you all find out if I do go when I do go live. So, but we're in a commercial break right now, folks. The game should start here momentarily. I know I just ordered some food after that food talk that we always have in the chat. I got freaking hungry and getting some freaking chicken parm. So King Solomon's asking also, we need a really good pitcher. Carrasco, Stroman doesn't make the good cut. Yeah, I mean, the rotation right now is a little bit to desire. Yes. Clark Schmidt should be coming back here. I know he's going to pitch again on Saturday. So he's probably going to ramp up his pitch count. And I'm sure after that, I'm assuming he'll probably make his way back into the rotation. You'll see Luis Hill come back probably around July. We know he's hurt. So, yeah, I mean, they could get another starter. Will they get another starter? I don't know. There's been some names mentioned. I'm just not entirely sure if those guys are going to, if they're going to make a trade. They do need a bat, though. I mean, it wouldn't hurt for them to get another right-handed bat. I don't know if something is in the works or if they're trying to work on something. But as of right now, I mean, you still have Peraza on the team. A lot of us thought that Peraza could have been the guy that was on his way out. He was going to be traded, but he's still on the team. But here we are, though, folks. I mean, he's still on the team. Did the Yankees make a move? Maybe, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make a move. Eugenio Suarez, King Solomon, I'd be down to get him. I like Suarez. And I believe he's if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a free agent after the season. Diamondbacks actually have a few names that are going to have free agents. I wouldn't mind Suarez if he is one. Josh Naylor is going to be a free agent. I know Gallen, who killed the Yankees last night, is going to be a free agent. Williams got Chinese food. All right, cool. So game should start here shortly. What up, Petruzzi? Did you grow a little bit overnight there, Petruzzi? But the game should start here shortly. Carrasco is on the mound, and he is ready to go, it looks like, as he sets for the first pitch. And first pitch to Carroll is in their first strike on a 92-mile-per-hour first fastball. So count is 0-1. And yeah, Ken says Suarez, Gallen, and Naylor for sure. Thank you for that. Here's the second pitch, the 0-1, and Corbin Carroll pops it up. It is foul. So it's a quick 0-2 count to Corbin Carroll. So let's see if Carlos Carrasco could get his first strikeout right here. The Ace Avenue is in the building. What up, Ace? I know you're calling the game right now, so shout out to you, my friend. Always great to see you. Make sure you all go check out the Ace Avenue. Make sure you all go check out Ken's channel too, the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. He's been doing his thing over there. So go give my guys a follow, please. And here's the pitch. The count is 1-2 now to Corbin Carroll. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out for strikeout number 1. Boom. And we got to play that whistle. We got to play that whistle. So Yankees defense, Dominguez, Grisham, Bellinger in the outfield, Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Ben Rice in the infield, Escara at the dish. Aaron Judge is DHing, Carrasco's on the mound, and he gets his first strikeout of the game. And we got Perdomo at the plate, and he takes a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. So no balls, 1 strike to Perdomo. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Umpire said no. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have one out in the inning, top of the first with nobody on. It's a 1-1 count to Perdomo. Here's the 1-1, and it is low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Perdomo, folks. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Carrasco already on the board with his first strikeout to Corbin Carroll. Can he go back-to-back? And Perdomo fouls it off. The count is even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Perdomo. Perdomo steps out of the batter's box, readjusts himself. He's ready to go. Carrasco is ready to go. He sets. Here's the 2-2, and he fouls it off, so still staying alive. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes to Perdomo. 1 out in the inning. It is the top of the first, folks. Count is even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And count is now full. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Perdomo. And let's see what Carrasco throws here. So count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What do we have here? And Perdomo pops it up, and Cabrera running towards foul territory. Does he make the play? He makes the play for out number 2. Fantastic play by Perdomo. Let's go. Great catch by Oswaldo Cabrera. So we have 2 outs in the inning, folks. 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, he was running fast for that one. Great play, great play. Kept his eye out on the ball the whole time and didn't lose any sight of it. So we have 2 outs in the inning now, folks, with Pavin Smith at the plate now. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on an 83-mile-per-hour slider. Rob Drake is the home plate umpire, and he looks like he tends to be pitcher-friendly. More outside strikes, more low strikes on right-handed bats, it says on the scouting report. Here's the 0-1, and he fouls it off. Quick, the count is now 0-2. That horn. And he get his second strikeout here, Carlos Carrasco. 71 degrees in New York, so it looks like it's a nice night. Here's the 0-2, and he fouls it off. Still no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. Nobody on, folks. Carrasco sets. Here's the 0-2. And just missed. The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, folks, to Smith. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. Count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Smith. Here's the 2-2, and I'll call that a bunt foul or a check swing foul. Count is still even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Josh Naylor is on deck. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch, and he struck him out. Boom! So good start to the game for Carlos Carrasco, and we are heading to the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts for Carlos Carrasco. So far, so good. I like it, and we're going to the bottom of the first, and Ben Rice will lead us off. Let's check the chat here. What up, Desiree? Always good to see you. I need to give you a call sometime. We need to talk. We need to talk for sure. Just to say what up. Williams changing the strikeouts to 10 total plus. Yeah, let's check that poll right now. I want to see what people have voted for. Make sure you all vote in that poll that I just put out. It looks like 14 of you have voted, and half of you are saying that Carlos Carrasco is going to get 4 to 6 strikeouts. I like that. And 36% of you are saying 1 to 3. 14% of you are saying 7 to 9 strikeouts. I dig it. And I saw Old Sarge in the building. What up, Old Sarge? What's up? Nosebleed section, I see you. Allergies and sinus sound worse now than yours did last week. I'm glad you were paying attention. I'm sorry you're feeling bad, though. Can you dig it? What is that, a Booker T line? But here we have Merrill Kelly getting ready. And Ben Rice will soon step into the batter's box. He's getting himself ready, getting his swings going. Will we see a leadoff home run? And it looks like Ben Rice is ready to go. I'm ready to go. And here we have Merrill Kelly stepping on the mound. And here's the first pitch. And that ball is hit high. It is far. And Corbin Carroll's still running back. Can't make the play. And it is a ground rule double for Ben Rice. So, leadoff batter's on second base. Yeah, Carroll thought he was under it, but then he just kept going and then hits the ground and goes over the wall. That carried all right. That ball freaking carried. I don't think Corbin Carroll expected that. But a leadoff double for Ben Rice, and now we have Cody Bellinger at the plate. So a good start now in the bottom of the first. And Bellinger takes a strike on a 91-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. Bellinger so far with a 1 home run, 6 RBIs, a 789 OPS, batting average of 294. Here's the pitch. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike. My bad, Ken. That was Alex Thomas. I screwed that one up. And 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. We have a runner on second. Bellinger fouls it off. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Ben Rice is on second with a leadoff double. Here's the pitch. Count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Merrill Kelly gets the signal, checks second base. Here's the pitch, and he walks him. So first 2 runners are on. We have runners on first and second with the captain coming to the plate now. Diamondbacks defense, Gurriel, Jr., Thomas, and Carroll in the outfield. Suarez, Perdomo, Hampson, Smith in the infield. Merrill Kelly on the mound. Josh Naylor DHing. Jose Herrera at the dish in today's game, folks. So let's see what the captain could do. And he started the season red hot, Aaron Judge. So let's see what he does in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch. It is in there for a strike. The count is no balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-1. And the count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-1. And Judge hits one. And that ball it is gone. A 3-run home run by the captain, Aaron Judge. All rise for the Judge. Let's play that siren. Let's go. And the Yankees are on the board, 3-0. That exit velo was 112.1 miles per hour, folks. So what a swing that was. Beautiful. The Yankees are up 3-0, folks. Let's celebrate. Let's go. High fives. High fives. Pinstripe pride. Let's go. So we have nobody out in the inning. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is at the plate, and he takes the ball. It's a 1-0 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hey, we got Joel in the building. What's up, Joel? How's it going, man? Yeah, hit that ball into right center field. I'll have to check how many feet that home run was. And Jazz bunts it, but it bunts it foul. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Jazz hits one, but it's a grounder to second base. And does he make? Oh, I thought he was safe for a second there, the way he was running, but he's out. He's out. So we have 1 out in the inning with Jason Dominguez coming to the plate. Yeah, that home run was 394 feet by Aaron Judge. And here we have Jason Dominguez, and he hits a single to the left side, and Jason Dominguez is on first base with 1 out. So Yankees bats doing a little bit of work right now against Merrill Kelly here in the bottom of the first. Yankees bats are cooking right now. I like it. CT Cards, your comment was hilarious. And now we have Anthony Volpe at the plate, who hit a 3-run home run last night against the Diamondbacks off of AJ Puck. Gave the Yankees a little bit of hope, but fortunately the Yankees fell short. But it's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. We have a runner on first, 1 out in the inning. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Volpe pops it up, and that ball is traveling. Center fielder makes the play. Dominguez will run back to first base. So we have 2 outs in the inning now, folks. And now we have Trent Grisham at the plate now. And here we have Grisham, and he hits one high. It is far, and that ball will not be made. That play will not be made. Dominguez is going home. It's going to be a 4-0 game, and it is a double for Trent Grisham. The ball is traveling tonight, folks. That ball is traveling tonight. Left fielder almost made the play, but could not hold on to the ball, just off his glove. And Yariel Jr., could not make that play. And Dominguez scores, and we still have 2 outs in the bottom of the first. So a little bit of a rush start right now for Kelly. And now we have J.C. Escara. Very happy to see him play in tonight's game. He has definitely earned it. He's worked very hard to get to this level. Was an Uber driver and a substitute teacher after he was released by Baltimore. So, overcome adversity. I love these types of stories of players who overcome adversity to make it to the big time. It's definitely not easy. And as you all know, I've talked with a lot of former players and what they had to go through, and the process to make it to the major leagues or any professional sports level is never easy. But here we have JC Escara at the plate with a runner on second, and he takes a ball. The count is 1 ball, no strike. So 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the first, Yankees have a 4-0 lead right now. Here's the 1-0. And that is in there for a strike on an 82-mile-per-hour curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Escara. That pitch was inside. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to JC Escara. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner on second. And Escara pops one up. And who makes that play? Suarez makes that play in the infield, and that is out number 3. But the damage is done. The Yankees have a 4-0 lead going into the top of the second. So a 3-run shot by Aaron Judge, an RBI by Trent Grisham. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, folks. And I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back to the game. It is the top of the second. Carlos Carrasco back on the mound, and we have Josh Naylor at the plate. Here's the first pitch, and it is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Josh Naylor. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Josh Naylor. Yankees have a 4-0 lead on the top of the second. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. Carrasco sets. And third base umpire says he did not go. So the count now is 3-0. Jacob, you come near my house, dude. You're in deep trouble. Here's the 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Josh Naylor. And we have Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming to the plate. So leadoff batter is on first base with Gurriel Jr. at the plate now. Your cousin's a Mets fan. He says Queen Soto sucks. That's funny. And Gurriel Jr. takes a strike on a 90-mile-per-hour sinker. So no balls, 1 strike. Yeah, anybody who comes near my house, you're all in trouble. I'm just saying. Here's the 0-1. Did he go? First base umpire says no. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And NY Yankee Mania says, hey, how are you doing? What's up, man? Hope all is well. I called the judge again, and Grisham looks like a totally different player. So far, so good. Yeah, Jacob, you did call the judge home run. You did, bro. Good job. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Gurriel Jr. Yeah, I heard something about that. And Gurriel Jr. fouls that off, and it's a souvenir for a fan, and he is excited. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. He is pumped up. Yeah, I think it's stupid. I mean, whatever. I don't really care. I mean, I wouldn't participate in if you're asking me. So, but it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gurriel Jr. with a runner on first, and Gurriel Jr. pops one up. Cody Bellinger running back, but Volpe running forward, or Trent Grisham running forward, but Anthony Volpe makes the play. I forgot Grisham was playing center field. The lineup is a little bit different. Bellinger's over there in right field, but Volpe makes the play. So good play by Anthony Volpe, but we have 1 out in the inning, folks. So you had Grisham, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Volpe all running towards the ball. And then Volpe ends up making the play. And Eugenio Suarez is at the plate, and he smacks one, and it goes over the third baseman to left field. And Naylor will go to third. And it is a double for Suarez. So we have runners on second and third for the Diamondbacks with 1 out. That ball goes over Cabrera's head. No, you know what, Brad? I'm going to get it wrong just for you. So Arizona quickly threatening right now. So we have runners on second and third with Thomas at the plate with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Carrasco, and Thomas hits a grounder. Jazz Chisholm throws over to Ben Rice for out number 2, but a run will score. So Thomas does get an RBI here. So the score now is 4-1. And we have a runner on third with Garrett Hampson at the plate now. The game is on Yes Network, but I'm watching through MLB TV. And swing and a miss by Hampson on an 86-mile-per-hour slider. So the count is 0-1. Nah, no restraining order there, Jacob. I'll be the one restraining here. So we have a runner on third, 2 outs, top of the second, 0-1 count, and that ball is fouled back. And it's the 2-strike. Can Carrasco get his 3rd strikeout of the game, folks? Carrasco waits for the call. He sets. Here's the pitch. And it is a ball. The count is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hampson. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Boom. So 3 strikeouts for Carlos Carrasco. We are going to the bottom of the second. The Yankees have a 4-1 lead. Diamondbacks were able to get on the board. So no errors, 1 hit, 1 run, folks. And we are in a commercial break. And I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back at the game, and we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate now, and he fouls one off. It's no balls, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera, who's batting .250 so far with a .558 OPS. No home runs, no RBIs. Here's the 0-1, and Oswaldo Cabrera pops one up, and Perdomo makes the play for out number 1, and we are back to the top of the order. Brandon Fletcher says 2 innings, he got 3 strikeouts already. 7-10 is doable, but 4-6 is what you're expecting now, for sure. And as I'm looking at the poll right now, 55% of the people have voted for 4-6 strikeouts. So there's 22 votes. So if you haven't voted, please do. And we have Ben Rice at the plate right now. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a leadoff double in his last at bat. And it's 2 balls, no strikes to Ben Rice. Here's the 2-0. And that is the curveball is in there for a strike, 80 miles per hour. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. And the infamous Aaron Boone spitting out his sunflower seeds. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. So the count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. We have 1 out in the inning. It is the top of the second. Nobody on. Count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes for Ben Rice. And they're showing Ben Rice's exit velocity off of the hits that he's had, and they're all in the hundreds for the most part, except for 1. And Ben Rice draws a walk, and he is on base for the 2nd time today. And now we have Cody Bellinger coming to the plate, and he drew a walk in his first at bat and scored a run. on an Aaron Judge 3-run homer. So we have Ben Rice at first with 1 out, bottom of the second. Kelly checks first base. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. He might have gotten the catcher. Looked like he was a little hurt. Looks like he's all right, though. Probably got him on the hand. Yeah, got him on his hand. Ooh. Looks like he's all right, though. So it's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. Kelly checks first base, and he sets. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off. Count is 0-2 now, so no balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Yankees have a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the second with a runner on first. No balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. And Kelly throws over to first. And he will reset and goes over second again. So if he does it again, that's a second attempt. That's a second throw over. He does it again and he doesn't get him. Ben Rice should be moving over to second. But it's an 0-2 count to Cody Bellinger, and swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kelly. And that is his first strikeout of the game. And here we have Aaron Judge at the plate. And he hit a 3-run home run in his first at bat that gave the Yankees a 3-0 lead. All rise for the captain. Let's see what he does here. And it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. So we have 2 outs in the inning, folks, at the bottom of the second with a runner on first. Kelly checks first base. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Count is even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Merrill Kelly checks first. And that is in there for a strike. The count is 1-2. That pitch seemed a little low. Umpire didn't think so. Judge is checking in with the umpire. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the captain. Here's the pitch. And Judge hits one, but not far enough. And Carroll is there to make the play for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And 1 runner left on base. And we are in a commercial break, folks. Yeah, you guessed wrong, Sunil. Jeez. Just kidding. But we're in a commercial break right now, folks, and we will be right back. And I know we're back to the game, but seems like I don't know if anybody's experiencing a delay on your end. What's up, D's channel? How's it going? How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I might have to restart mine. Is anybody experiencing some technical difficulties with MLB TV? Let me know in the chat, please. Here, this says it's a video error. Here, let's reset this. Joel said no. Okay, Joel. All right. It looks like let me get back to the live here. All right. So I'm all caught up. I do apologize. There was an error from MLB's end. Might have been my TV. I don't know. But either way, Anthony Volpe makes the play for out number 2. These channels says the Yankees have not looked good for the past 48 hours, but this game looks promising so far. Yeah, for sure. Well, these channel they went up against last night especially. They went up against Zach Gallen. I mean, who's a phenomenal pitcher. I mean, he ended up striking out 13 of the Yankees bats, so he was on a roll. The Yankees bats just couldn't really get it going last night. They showed a little bit of hope in the 9th inning, but just still fell short, But hopefully they can win tonight and at least avoid the sweep. But Perdomo's at the plate now, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Perdomo. And we have 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Here's the 1-1. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Perdomo. But Carrasco right now only gave up a run, 1 hit, struck out 3, and walked 1. Here's the 2-1. And that is in there for a strike on a 90-mile-per-hour sinker. Let's play that horn. Can Carrasco get the strikeout here? And he struck him out. Boom! So we're going to the bottom of 3rd now. So that was Carrasco's 4th strikeout of the game. So Carrasco looking so far so good, folks. How do we feel about Carlos Carrasco? Let me know in the chat. D's channel, I'm actually having some chicken parm right now. I was eating it in between commercial breaks. So, what are you having for dinner? What's everybody else having for dinner? Yeah, DM. I mean, look, Carrasco looked pretty. He looked pretty decent during spring training. We'll see what he does tonight. Again, the game's still young. William DeSico says 6 more to go. That's right, folks. Yeah. So yeah, 4 strikeouts right now. And we I had some pasta for garlic bread. Nice, D's channel. Nice. But we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the ball, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 2-0. And Jazz Chisholm hits one high. It is traveling, but Clark is right there to make the play for out number 1. Pastrami sandwich on rye with coleslaw on the side and New Jersey pickles. All right, Joel. I dig it. What's up, Jacob? He's joining us from Twitter and YouTube. What's up, man? Yeah, I do see you in the Twitter. I do see you posting from Twitter. We have Jason Dominguez at the plate now, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. He singled in his first at bat and scored a run. And he takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Jason Dominguez. And Dominguez hits a grounder to the second baseman for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Kelly. Let's see what Anthony Volpe does here. He is at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. And he hits one. And while they make the play, the ball drops, and Volpe's on base with a single. So he is now 1 for 2 in today's game. So a 2-out single by Anthony Volpe. Hits right off the end of the bat. And the center fielder and the second baseman were both running towards it, but a play could not be made. Gotta love those torpedo bats. They're really helping out the Yankees, huh? But now we have Trent Grisham at the plate now. He is 1 for 1 in today's game, and he had a double in his first at bat. It was an RBI double, as a matter of fact. So he is 1 for 1 in today's game. So we have a runner on first, bottom of the third, 2 outs, folks. And first pitch to Grisham is a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes to Trent Grisham. Merrill Kelly sets. And it's a 2-0 count now to Trent Grisham. So 2 balls, no strikes to Trent Grisham. 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Grisham. Kelly checks first base. He sets. Here's the 3-0. And that fastball is in there for a strike. The count is now 3 balls, 1 strike. We have 2 outs in the inning with a runner on first, bottom of the third. Here's the 3-1. And Grisham hits one. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A 2-run shot by Trent Grisham. Mr. Fourth outfielder. Let's go. He is 2 for 2 in today's game. The Yankees take a 6-1 lead now. Oh, baby. Let's play that. Let's go. Exit velo, 95.7 miles per hour. The home run was 354 feet. And the Yankees have a 6-1 lead in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Trent Grisham with a 2-run shot, folks. How we feeling? I called Grisham, though, folks. You all heard me call Grisham during the pregame. And now we have J.C. Escara at the plate, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. He's got a nice swing. I mean, Grisham does have a nice swing. He may not be the best hitter out there, but he's got a nice swing. Here's the 0-1. And it's an 0-2 count now to J.C. Escara. Oh, yeah, we'll blame the bats again there, Beagle. So the Yankees have a 6-1 lead in the bottom of the third. Here's the 0-2 count here. And Escara hits one, but Carroll is right there to make the play for out number 3. We are going to the top of the fourth. Folks, how we feeling? It's a 6-1 game for the New York Yankees. We're going to the top of the fourth. And it's been a good game so far for the Yankees. The bats are alive. And I'm loving what I'm seeing. How are you all liking it? I hope you're all liking this game. Hopefully you're all enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it for sure. So while we're in a commercial break, folks, make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But the Yankees have a 6-1 lead. So Grisham hit a two-run home run. So the Yankees have a 6-1 lead now. So 6 runs, 6 hits so far for the Yankees. So game going good. Game's going great. I'm loving it. I'm certainly loving it. So your 15-5 parlay is looking more and more likely. I don't know. Do I have a watchdog there, Petruzzi? You tell me. Well, while we're in a commercial break, I'll take a small little break myself, and I'll be right back, folks. You all behave yourselves now, especially you, Jacob. All right, well, that was a quick commercial break. Torpedo bat actually looks pretty cool. Paul O'Neill actually has one in his hand. But we are back to the game. And here we are. Here's the pitch from Carrasco to Smith. And it is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Smith, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. We are in the top of the fourth, folks. Here's the pitch. And that is in a ball as well. So 2 balls, no strikes to Smith. Here's the 2-0. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. And is in there for a strike on a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. The count now is 2 balls, 1 strike, folks. Big swing and a miss. So on an 83-mile-per-hour changeup by Carrasco. So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will Carrasco get his 5th strikeout here? Here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. The count is now full at 3-2. Yeah, TC. I said Judge and Grisham. Now I just need Escara to hit a home run, bro. What up, TC? So the count now is 3 balls, 2 strikes to Smith. Here's the pitch. And that ball is fouled. And Smith staying alive. Yeah, I had to go with the names that nobody expected. And nobody expected Grisham to hit one. I, for some reason, did. I don't know. I had this feeling. But here's the pitch. And it is a walk for Smith. And so he will take first base. So that is the second walk issued now by Carlos Carrasco. And now we have Josh Naylor at the plate, who drew a walk in his last at bat. Carrasco sets. And Naylor hits one, and it is a base hit. And Smith will go to third. And Naylor's at first now. So we have two runners on base for the Diamondbacks. Nobody out. Yeah, hit right there, right up the middle. Volpe certainly was not going to be able to make that play. So we have runners on the corners right now, folks, with Gurriel Jr. at the plate. Yo, TC, you know what? I kind of see that. But here's the first pitch from Carrasco. Swing and a miss to Gurriel Jr. The count is 0-1 now. Gurriel Jr. is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. He flew out in the second inning. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. It is in there for a strike on a 85-mile-per-hour slider. So it's an 0-2 count to Gurriel Jr. Will Carrasco get his fifth strikeout of the game? Carrasco so far at 53 pitches. Pitch 54 coming up. Here's the 0-2. And hits sharply to left field, and one run will score. Dominguez digs the ball out of the corner, and now we have runners on second and third. It's a 6-2 game now, and a double by Gurriel Jr. Hits that ball hard. So it's a 6-2 game now, folks. So we have runners on second and third. Still nobody out in the inning. Yankees have a 6-2 lead. So Escara going out there with the infield to talk to Carlos Carrasco just to try to settle him down. And now we have Eugenio Suarez at the plate, who hit a double in his first at bat. So we have runners on second and third, and Eugenio Suarez pops one up in foul territory. Can they make a play? Nope. It is a souvenir for a fan. So the count is 0-1. So the Diamondbacks are trying to make some noise here in the top of the fourth. Yankees have a 6-2 lead right now. Runners on second and third, top of the fourth. Still nobody out. And it's an 0-1 count to Suarez. Here's the 0-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Eugenio Suarez. Suarez checks second. He sets. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to Suarez. Here's the pitch from Carrasco, and if he fouls it back, so the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carrasco desperately needs an out here. Carrasco right now at 58 pitches. Pitch 59 incoming. Carrasco checks second base. Here's the 2-2. Fouled. So Suarez still staying alive. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Boom. Gets strikeout number 5. 5th strikeout for Carlos Carrasco. And we have 1 out in the inning. We still have runners on second and third. They're showing Paul O'Neill. He looks like he's about to hit somebody with a bat. And now we have Thomas at the plate. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a strike on a 79-mile-per-hour slider. So it's an 0-1 count to Thomas. Still have runners on second and third. Top of the 4th. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. And left field line, but that ball is foul. So 0-2 count now for Thomas. Will Carrasco get his 6th strikeout? And here we have Yarbrough warming up in the bullpen. Left-handed pitcher who the Yankees picked up before the season started, and that ball is fouled off. The count is still 0-2 to Thomas. Carrasco checks second. Here's the pitch. And Thomas hits the ball to Jazz Chisholm. Throws over to first for out number 2. But a run will score. So the game now is 6-3. The Diamondbacks cut the lead down to 3 runs now. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Hello, how you doing? Hey. And here we have Hampson at the plate. And Hampson hits one. Jazz is right there to make the play. Throws over to first for out number 3. And we are moving to the bottom of the 4th. And the Yankees have a 6-3 lead. So the Diamondbacks were able to put up 2 runs. But Carrasco still does a good job, I would say, getting himself out of a jam. It could have been worse. But so far, he's pitched 4 innings. He struck out 5, and he walked 2 batters, gave up 3 runs. Let me know in the chat, folks. What do you all think about Carrasco's performance? While you're doing that, I'll be right back. We're back. Bottom of the fourth. Oswald Cabrera leading off for the bottom of the fourth, and he takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Cabrera fouls that one off. Count is quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Here's the 1-2, and he fouls it off. Count is still 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera with Ben Rice on deck. We are in the bottom of the fourth. The Yankees have a 6-3 lead. Here's the pitch. Count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cabrera calls time. Two balls, 2 strikes to Cabrera. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So Oswaldo Cabrera does strike out. And Ben Rice is coming up to the plate now. Ben Rice is 1 for 1 in today's game with a leadoff double and a walk in today's game, folks. Here's the pitch from Kelly. First pitch is a ball to Ben Rice. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Ben Rice. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Kelly. That is in there for a strike. The count now is 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Kelly, and that is in there for a strike. Count now is 2-2. So we have 2 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out. Here's the 2-2. Ball in the dirt. Count now is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Here's the 3-2. And Ben Rice walks for the second time in this game. And now we have Cody Bellinger coming to the plate. So Ben Rice is on first with 1 out, with Cody Bellinger coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Kelly checks first. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a ball to Cody Bellinger. So 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Bellinger. Here's the 2-0. And that pitch is in there for a strike on an 87-mile-per-hour changeup. Count now is 2 balls, 1 strike with a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Count now is 3-1, so 3 balls, 1 strike. And Aaron Judge is on deck. Score is 6-3, bottom of the fourth, 1 out, 1 man on. And Ben Rice steals second base, so runner moves over to second base. The count now to Cody Bellinger is 3-2, so 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger with a runner on second now. Cody Bellinger calls time. He's just having a little chit chat with the umpire. And we are back to the game. And Kelly sets, checks the runner. Here's the 3-2. And Bellinger hits one. And Thomas is there to make the play for out number 2. Hit that ball well, but Thomas was right there. So now we have the captain coming to the plate, who was 1 for 2 in today's game and hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. Nice little dive and catch there by Thomas. So we have a runner on second with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, the Yankees have a 6-3 lead, and we have Aaron Judge at the plate. Here's the pitch to Judge. Swing and a miss. 5 home runs through the first 6 games of the season. Second Yankee all time. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez did it back in 2007. So it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. Kelly checks second base. Here's the pitch. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And Judge hits one up the middle. Base hit. And Ben Rice will round third, and he will score. And it's an RBI single by Aaron Judge. Let's go. The Yankees have a 7-3 lead now. Good clutch hit. Good clutch hit by Aaron Judge. So it's a two-out single, RBI single by Aaron Judge. Yankees now have a 7-3 lead in the bottom of the fourth. And now we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. So 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, runner on first. Big swing and a miss by Jazz Chisholm. So 0-1 count now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the 0-1. And Judge steals second base. All right. Our captain steals second base. The big man takes second base now. So the count is 1-1 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. with a runner now on second base with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Anybody expect Judge to steal a base tonight? Be honest. Here's the 1-1. Count now is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Kelly right now at 75 pitches. Here's the 2-1. Jazz Chisholm fouls it back. The count now is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. Count now is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. with Jason Dominguez waiting on deck. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Yankees have a 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 3-2. Chisholm hits one high, but it is foul. And do it again. The catcher's just going to keep getting hit with a baseball bat. I don't think he's probably not behaving himself right now, is he? But it's a 3-2 count still to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Runner on second. 7-3 lead for the New York Yankees here in the bottom of the fourth. Kelly checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And Chisholm hits one. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead now. Let's go. Fourth home run of the season for Jazz Chisholm Jr. 102.5 miles per hour on the exit velo. 180 foot. It is a home run derby for the New York Yankees, folks. Holy smokes. Yankees bats are alive tonight, people. And they are celebrating in the dugout. Play a little jazz music for you. Yes, Sunil, your score might come into fruition here. And Dominguez hits one. And that ball is going to drop, and it's going to be a double for Jason Dominguez. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. Let's go. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead on a Jazz Chisholm 2-run shot. Dominguez just hit a double. Yankees doing work in the bottom of the fourth, folks. Yeah, Joel, Jazz Chisholm does have sneaky power. You're right, man. And Yankees have an MLB record, so 22 home runs in 6 games, which is just crazy. That is just insane. But it looks like Kelly's going to be taken out of the game, and they are going to the bullpen, so there is going to be a pitching change. And Nelson is going to be coming into the game, and we are in a commercial break, and I will be right back. And we are back to the game. And we have Ryan Nelson on the mound now for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead in the bottom of the fourth. We have a runner on second with 2 outs, and we have Anthony Volpe at the plate, and he smacks one, and that ball is foul. Ball was hit hard, but it was a foul ball. Count is 0-1. Hey, Jacob, I know what you sound like. Don't make me expose you. I wish I had one of my sparring partners here. That'd be cool to show you guys me sparring. That'd be a lot of fun. It's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. Count now is 0-2, so no balls, 2 strikes. So 2 outs, 1 man on, second, 0-2 count to Volpe. Here's the pitch, and big swing and a miss by Nelson for out number 3. But damage has been done. A 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. In the bottom of the fourth, we are heading to the bottom of the fifth. And Yankees have a 9-3 lead, folks. How we feeling, people? How we feeling? We're in a commercial break right now. Talk to me. How we feeling tonight? How do you all feel about this game? Shout out to everybody in the chat, wherever you're watching from. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And looking at the poll here, looks like 27 of you have voted in the poll I put out. And 52% of you said 4 to 6 strikeouts. So your prediction may come true. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And like I promised, I don't know if we'll get to 50 likes on the live stream. It looks like I'm at 29 right now. If we get to 50 likes while I'm live, I will buy a membership, and somebody will be gifted a membership. So if we get to 50 likes while I'm live, I'll buy a membership. What up there, David Cohen? How's it going? Gotta spar with my subscribers. Nah, I don't want to do that, man. I'd rather spar with somebody from my gym so y'all could check it out. Listening to me while you're playing MLB The Show, my man. Appreciate you, David. Hopefully you're doing well, man. DM said I said 11 runs. That might have been too small of a prediction. Maybe, man, with the way these bats are going. If we get to 50 likes, when I see Jacob Petruzzi, I'm smacking him upside his head if I ever meet up with him. And I will write that down. We're showing some highlights of Carlos Carrasco here. Carlos Carrasco is he's looked good in this game. He's looked good. You know, he's given up a few runs, but he's pitching decent. He's back in the game. And the first pitch to Herrera is fouled, and it's an 0-1 count to Herrera. So 66 pitches for Carrasco, gave up 3 runs, struck out 5, walked 2. I'll take those numbers. And it's fouled back. So 0-2 count to Herrera. Let's see if Carrasco gets his 6th strikeout of the game. So after this Arizona series, the Yankees do travel to Pittsburgh to play against the Pirates at PNC Park. Here's the 0-2. And just a little low. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 count. And fly ball center field. Oh, and a play cannot be made. And Herrera's on there with a hit. So we have a runner on first. Oh, you know those games are going to sell out at PNC Park, man. Yankees fans are everywhere. They're all over the country. When they came out here to Colorado a couple years ago, it was definitely sold out, man. There was a lot of Yankees fans at that Rockies game, which I will be going to next month with Rodney Gusto and his wife. So it's an 0-1 count to Corbin Carroll, who is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. We have a runner on first, top of the 5th. Yankees have a 9-3 lead. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. So count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's an injury report and this has to do with Ian Hamilton. So he may appear in 1 more rehab game, and he's expected to return for the Tigers series next week. And Carroll hits one to first base. Ben Rice steps on the bag, and then they get Herrera at second. So it's a double play. So 2 outs in the inning, folks. 2 outs in the inning. So David Cohen says, do I think the Yankees make the rumor trade with Minnesota for Royce Lewis? I mean, I'm assuming you saw that video from Jason from 161. I didn't see that video. I need to watch that video, and I need to find that article about the Yankees potentially trading for Royce Lewis. I mean, look, if he's going to make the team better, why not? You know, that's the way I see it. But what are they having to give up for him is the big question. But they're showing the replay of the double play once again, nicely turned. Here's the 1-1 to Perdomo, and he fouls it off, and it's a 1-2 count to Perdomo. Go. Can we get strikeout number 6? Perdomo is resetting himself, and he is back in the batter's box. He is ready to go. Carrasco is ready to go. Here's the 1-2. And Perdomo hits one to center field, and Trent Grisham is there to make the play for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th. So 5 great innings for Carlos Carrasco. Love what I'm seeing from Carrasco. What do you all think? Let me know. And we are in a commercial break. Yo, what up, Ace? You enjoying this game, bro? Talk to me, man. You enjoying this game? Joel says he'll be in New York for 2 weeks starting on April 20th. So right around the corner for you, man. He says he bought tickets for the Toronto game on the 26th. Sweet. Hopefully they win while you're there, man. Got it. I remember there was something about it. I don't know if they make that trade, if that trade will happen, but you know, only time will tell. But the question is, what is Toronto ask or not Toronto? What is Minnesota asking for? The rumor trade is Peraza, Lalani, and Schlittler. If that's the rumor trade there, David, my personal opinion, I'm saying no. Peraza I'd be down to give up. I mean, because it doesn't look like the Yankees really want to use him at all. I don't want to give up Lalani or Schlittler, personally. Yeah, Carrasco's dealing. Boo! You suck, Jacob. That's why you're not the GM. And Ace says, I always enjoy when the Yankees are winning. Bro, don't we all? We all enjoy it when the Yankees are winning. We all enjoy it, man. It's always a good time. Yeah, I'm not giving up Lalani, bro. There's no way. Or Schlittler for that matter, man. I like both of those guys. But we're back to the game, folks. And we have Nelson on the mound, Trent Grisham, is at the plate. He is 2 for 2 in today's game. He had a 2-run home run and had a double, so he's having a 3 RBI game, Mr. Fourth outfielder. Jacob, let's not even go there, bro. Oh, my God. What up, Dev? How's it going? So it's a 1-1 count now to Trent Grisham. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And Grisham hits one, and it is caught by Gurriel Jr. Yeah, Grisham went the other way, hit it pretty hard, but Gurriel Jr. was right there to make the play for out number 1. And here we have J.C. Oscara at the plate, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And he takes a ball. So he popped out and flew out in tonight's game. So he is 0 for 2. Here's the 1-0. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. David Cohen says, I think there's smoke there. Lewis, multiple years of control, and he's still young, 25. Yeah, I guess there's an argument to be made. I suppose it would take, it's going to take some good prospects, but J.C. Oscara hits a grounder to the second baseman, throws over to first for out number 2. But let me ask you something. If let's just say if the Yankees have to give up 1, who would you rather give up, Schlittler or Lalane? Let me ask that question, because I'm not willing to give up both. I know the Yankees always come out with some good pitching, but I don't want to give up both. I wouldn't want to give up both of those guys. So Cohen is saying Lalane. Okay. It's a tough one for me, man. I don't know. But we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Oswaldo Cabrera is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game, and he takes the ball. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead, and Adam Ottavino is warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. Adam Ottavino was signed a couple of days ago to the Major League roster. And Oswaldo Cabrera fouls it off, and the count is 1-1. And speaking of bullpen, Devin Williams should be back tomorrow for the Pittsburgh Pirates series. The count is 1-1 with 2 outs, bottom of the 5th right now. And is that a violation? What's going on here? Looks like the catcher's going to go out there and talk with Nelson. They're just chatting it up a little bit. Looks like there's a problem with the pitch com, and they're changing that up. So small break right now. Yeah, I mean, Ottavino, listen, I didn't really mind him when he was a Yankee. I mean, he kind of had his ups and downs, but when he was on his game, he was on his game. He really was. I liked Ottavino personally. Yeah, it's a good thing the Yankees don't have to go up against Skeens, although I would have really liked to see him, because I do like Paul Skeens, but I'm just glad the Yankees don't have to face him, though. But we are back to the game. It's a 1-1 count, so Oswaldo Cabrera. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, and it's fouled off, and it's not a quick, but 1-2 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. And we have Ben Rice waiting on deck. And Nelson sets. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled back. Count is still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yankees have a 9-3 lead in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. And Oswald Cabrera pops one up. Yariel Jr. is right there to make the play for out number 3, and we are going to the top of the 6th, folks. So, commercial break, and I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back to the game. Man, Braves are 0-7 record this season. That is brutal. And Carrasco is still on the mound. And it is a 1 ball, 1 strike to Pavin Smith. Carrasco right now at 79 pitches. Here's the 1-1. And Pavin hits one to left field. And Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 1. Give a round of applause for Dominguez. There you go. So we have 1 out in the inning with Josh Naylor at the plate. He is 1 for 1 in tonight's game. A walk, single, and 2 runs for Josh Naylor tonight. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Josh Naylor. Top of the 6th, 1 out, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. And Naylor hits that to right field. Goes to the corner, and it is a double. Oh, he almost didn't make it. That was a strong throw by Bellinger, but looked like Naylor just barely made it. Are they going to check it? Oh, no. Never mind. They're coming out to take him out. So Boone is coming out to make a pitching change. We have a runner on second. So Carrasco threw 82 pitches. But good outing by Carrasco. Give him a round of applause here, folks. That was a good outing by Carrasco. He did better than I expected. He struck out 5, gave up 3 runs, walked 2. So those are to me good numbers. What do you all think? We are again in a commercial break, so will be a pitching change. How are we feeling about tonight's game, folks? The undefeated Dodgers place first baseman Freddie Freeman on the 10-day IL with an ankle sprain, retroactive to March 31st. Thanks for sharing that, Jonathan. That's too bad for the Dodgers. Well, I will end this poll right here, but the majority of you have guessed correctly, so 53% of you did say that Carrasco was going to get 46 strikeouts, and he sure did. He ended the night with 5. Yeah, I'm glad the Bats woke up today too, man. The Bats were missing in the last 2 games, that's for freaking sure. But right now, folks, we're at 31 likes. There's 19 more likes. So if we get 19 more likes while I'm live, I will buy a membership, and somebody will be gifted a membership. And Adam Ottavino is on the mound right now, and he will pitch to Gurriel Jr., who takes a ball. So Adam Ottavino is on the mound. He went 2-2 last year with the Mets, pitched in 60 games, had 70 strikeouts, 23 walks. Gurriel Jr. calls time. So Gurriel Jr. calls time. Gurriel Jr. is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. So we have a runner on second. Yankees have a 9-3 lead. We are in the top of the 6th with 1 out. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Gurriel Jr. So 2 balls, no strikes. Ottavino sets. Here's the pitch. And the runner steals third base. Naylor steals third base. Now we have a runner on third. So they're trying to be a little aggressive here. I mean, being down 6 runs, it's understandable. So we have a runner on third with 1 out now. And Gurriel Jr. fouls it back. The count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gurriel Jr. with a runner on third. Top of the 6th, 1 out. Ottavino sets. Here's the pitch. And Gurriel Jr. pops one up. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. makes the play. And Naylor will stay at third. So we have 2 outs in the inning now. So Yankees have a few bullpen arms that could go today. So Luke Weaver is definitely ready to go. Ryan Yarbrough is ready to go. Possibly see Hedrick. Probably won't see Gomez. He threw 43 pitches yesterday. But now we have Eugenio Suarez at the plate, and he takes the ball. So we have 2 outs out in the top of the 6th with a runner on third. So 1-0 count to Suarez. Here's the 1-0. Count now is 2 balls and no strikes now to Suarez. Here's the 2-0. And that pitch is in there for a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. So the pitch count now is 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Count now is 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Eugenio Suarez. Josh Naylor is on third base. We have 2 outs in the inning. It is the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Ottavino. And it is a walk for Suarez. Now we have runners on the corners. We have runners on first and third with 2 outs, with Thomas coming to the plate. And he is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. And we have Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now. And Alec Thomas is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. So we have 2 outs right now in the top of the 6th. Runners are on the corners on first and third. Ottavino sets. Here's the pitch. And the pitch to Thomas is a strike on a 80-mile-per-hour sweeper. Ottavino gets a signal. He sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Thomas. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Let's get that 2-strike horn playing. And Ottavino get a strikeout. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Here's the pitch from Ottavino. Big swing and a miss. Boom. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th, and the top of the order is coming up, folks. We are in a commercial break. How we feeling? I hope you're all enjoying your evening. Hopefully you're all enjoying this play-by-play. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. So make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and share this channel out with everybody you know. Let's see, how many likes am I at right now? Let's check here. I'm at 32 likes, so 18 more likes till 50, people. If I get 18 more, I'm gifting a membership. Dev says he's good and tired. I heard that, man. We're almost 2 hours into the game now, and we're at 2 hours for this live stream. So appreciate everybody hanging out. So just glad that Tomorrow is Friday, so I know a lot of you are going to be. Does anybody have any weekend plans that they have, or not yet? Are you thinking of doing something? So Stephen B says 33 likes. All right, so 17 more. Typical weekends. It's hot now. I heard that, Beagle, especially where you are. But we are back to the game, and we have Nelson still on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Ben Rice is at the plate. He is 1-for-1 with a double, 2 walks, 2 runs, and a stolen base. And it's an 0-1 count to Ben Rice. Ben Rice calls time. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. So count now is no balls, 2 strikes. You're talking about my beard there, John? I mean, the beard's been there. I just trimmed it. I just took some off last week, but it grows back pretty fast. Then again, my hair grows back pretty fast, which I'm not complaining about. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Ben Rice hits a grounder to the third baseman. Suarez throws over to first for out number 1. Ben Rice now 1-for-2 in tonight's game. And here we have hockey jersey night for the Toronto Blue Jays game that has taken place on April 25th. First 18,000 guests will get this hockey jersey. And now we have Cody Bellinger at the plate. He is 0-for-2 in tonight's game. We have 1 out now in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Bellinger is a ball. So the count is 1-0. I got you, John. Sorry to hear that, Dev. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have 1 out in the bottom of the 6th with nobody on. Bellinger takes a ball, so the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, you tell people better silver than bald. Hey, man, if I go bald, I go bald. If I go silver hair, which I probably will because I got some gray hairs. I mean, then it is what it is. And Bellinger hits that ball to left field, but that play is made by Yariel Jr. for out number 2. Yeah, I know I'm going to have gray hairs. I mean, I got some gray hairs that are there, but especially when they get long, they are a little bit visible. But we're getting there. It's all good, part of life, But we have Aaron Judge, our captain, at the plate now, and he is 2-for-3 in tonight's game. He had a 3-run home run in the first inning, and he takes a strike. Aaron Judge is the first player in MLB history with 5+ home runs and 15+ RBIs in his first 16 games of the season. Wild work. Count now to Aaron Judge is 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice, Dev. Here's the 1-1. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. We are in the bottom of the 6th with nobody on, 2 outs. Yankees have a 9-3 lead. Here's the 2-1. And that one is ripped to left field. And Judge should get a double here. He is running into second base, and he is in there with a double. Aaron Judge, 3 for 4 in tonight's game. All rise for the captain. Give him a round of applause. A 2-out double for the captain, Aaron Judge. He does. He always hustles, man. That's Aaron Judge for you. So it was a 2-out double by Aaron Judge. We have 2 outs in the inning in the bottom of the 6th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. He hit a 2-run shot earlier, and we have Yarbrough warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. He had a 2-run home run in the 4th inning, and that was his 4th home run of the season. We have a runner on second with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, David, it's always cool to see other teams broadcast and their reactions to the Yankees. I'm always down to watch it as long as they are not being haters. You know what I mean? So here's the 1-2. Chisholm fouls that off, and the count is still 1-2. So they're showing the home runs for the Yankees. Judge, 394 feet. Grisham, 354. Jazz Chisholm Jr., 387 feet. So it's a 1-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Nelson sets. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off, still staying alive. His chain flew off. Wow. Yeah, David. I mean, it's hard. You know what, man? It's hard to stay positive, man. And when your team gives up 20 runs, I know if that was the Yankees and I was doing a live broadcast and they gave up 20 runs, I'd probably be like, you know what? I'm done with this live stream. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go to bed. Gotta sleep off my frustrations with the game. But it is a 2-2 count now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. with a runner on second, bottom of the 6th. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning, folks. And we are moving to the top of the 7th. Hampson, Herrera, and Carroll coming up to the plate. Oh, no, I'm not talking about tonight's game. I was just telling David Cohen that, he says here that, after 20-run outburst against Milwaukee, he's like, you can tell they didn't sound happy. We were talking about different teams, broadcasters. And so I'm saying if I was calling a game and the Yankees gave up 20 runs, I probably would want to shut the live stream down and go to sleep and let my frustrations go away in my sleep. So that's all I was saying there, Beagle. But we're heading to the top of the 7th. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead. But how we feeling, though, folks? How we feeling? So much better game by the Yankees tonight. So the bats are doing some good work. Love what I'm seeing from the bats. So we're at 34 likes right now, folks. So 16 more likes. 16 more likes, and I will gift a membership. And it looks like we are coming back to the game. And we have Ryan Yarbrough on the mound now for the Yankees. The Yankees picked him up just before the season started. Left-handed pitcher. Here's the first pitch. And that was an 86-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball in their first strike to Hampson, who was 0 for 2 in tonight's game. So it's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. And bounces off of Escara's mask. Count now is no balls, 2 strikes. So we are in the top of the 7th. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead. It's an 0-2 count to Hampson. Here's the pitch from Yarbrough, and it is a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Yarbrough can get a strikeout at this at bat. Here's the 1-2. Fouls it off. Still staying alive. The count now still is 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Just a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hampson. Hampson sets. Here's the 2-2. Count now is full. So 3-2 count now to Hampson. Here's the 3-2. And he walks him. So it's a leadoff walk. Hampson will take first base. So we have a runner on first base with nobody out. CT cards. What's up, CT? How you feeling, CT? How you doing tonight, man? And now we have Herrera at the plate, who was 1 for 2 in tonight's game, and he takes a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Herrera. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 7th, 0-1 count to Herrera. Here's the 0-1. Count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Get that rest in, CT cards. Get that rest in. Very, very, very important, man. Gotta take care of yourself, you know? Here's the 1-1. Oh, Escara. Good job by Escara. The ball got away from him, but the runner could not advance from first to second. So it's a 2-1 count now to Herrera. Your messages on Kick Laugh Daily. I'll check here. I'll check here in a minute, bud. I'll check here in a minute. Give me a second. 2-1 count. The count now is 3-1 now to Herrera. Three and one. So, and Carroll is waiting on deck. Here's the 3-1. And it's back-to-back walks for Yarbrough. So the Diamondbacks have a couple of runners on. We have runners on first and second with Carroll coming to the plate. So Scar's going to go out there and talk to him. And Matt Blake is on the phone, probably talking with the bullpen. So going to have a little bit of a chit-chat with him. So Yarbrough issued back-to-back walks. Hey, Laugh Daily, I can see your I see your chats or your messages in the chat for on Kick. But we have Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now. So we have two runners on base with still nobody out. And here we have Carroll. And that pitch is inside. It's a 1-0 count to Corbin Carroll. And he is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Count is 1-0 to Carroll. Here's the 1-0. And that is in there for a strike on an 88-mile-per-hour sinker. So count now is 1-1. We have runners on first and second, nobody out, top of the seventh. And there's a base hit by Carroll, and the bases are now loaded. So a little bit of a rough one here for Yarbrough. Issued back-to-back walks and just gave up a base hit. The bases are now loaded for Gurriel Jr. Excuse me, not Gurriel Jr. It's Perdomo. My mistake, folks. But Perdomo's at the plate now. And it's an 0-1 count to Perdomo. Count now is 1-1. Perdomo is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. So Diamondbacks once again threatening here in the top of the seventh. The Yankees have a 9-3 lead. The bases are loaded. And still nobody out in the inning. And Perdomo hits one, and that ball is hit far. It is gone. A grand slam, and now the game is 9-7, and the lead now is cut down to 2. This is not what we wanted to see. And the Yankees fans are booing. It was a 9-3 game, and now we're looking at 9-7. Folks, I don't know about you, but I want to cry, CT Cards. I'm right there with you. I want to cry. That was oh, my God. So it's a 9-7 game now, and still nobody out, and we have Smith at the plate. And it's a swing and a miss by Smith. And ground ball to Ben Rice. He throws over to Yarbrough for out number 1. The Yankees finally get their first out. After a very rough start so far by Yarbrough, he gave up 2 back-to-back walks, then gave up a base hit. Bases were loaded. Perdomo then hits a grand slam. The game now is 9-7, so Arizona is very much back in this game with Josh Naylor at the plate now. So Naylor's at the plate. He's 2 for 2 in tonight's game, and he takes a ball. And just missed the strike zone. The count now is 2-0 to Naylor, and we got Beeks warming up in the bullpen for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that is a strike. The count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to Josh Naylor. Yankees still have a 9-7 lead in tonight's game. Grand slam hit by Perdomo. That's the second grand slam that the Diamondbacks hit in this series. And Naylor pops one up, and Jason Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 2. And we're going to clap for Jason Dominguez. And a call to the bullpen is being made, and it looks like Mark Leiter Jr. is coming into the game to take over for Yarbrough. And we are going to a commercial break. Yo, Infernus, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? What's going on? Did you mean to say snakes, or did you mean to say snacks there, D's channel? That nobody, a few of you are not happy about Leiter Jr. coming into the game. So let's see what happens. Let's We'll let's just hope he can. Let's just hope he can get out of this inning. So. But we're in a commercial break now. But yeah, the Yankees, man, disappointing. Yankees had a 9-3 lead. They had a healthy lead. Now they're only winning by 2 runs. Arizona is still very well in this as of right now. It's not to take anything away from them. I mean, they got guys in that lineup that could hit, man. They got some good pitching. So, like I said, I didn't think this was going to be easy by any means, but here we are, folks. Here we are. Oh, D-backs. That's what I figured you were trying to say. Jacob Petruzzi says, for everyone's sanity on Twitter, we need Leiter to be good, or we know we'll be pumping his chest. You better believe it, but he is in the game right now. And funny thing is, Mark Leiter Jr. was the one who gave up that grand slam to Suarez in the first game of the series. But here we have Gurriel Jr. at the plate against Mark Leiter Jr. And he takes a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strike. They do check with the first base umpire to see if he went, and first base umpire said no. So it's a 1-0 count to Gurriel Jr. We have 2 outs in the inning. And there's a strike from Mark Leiter Jr. on a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Arizona Diamondbacks doing some damage in the top of the 7th. And that is in there for a strike. The count now is 1-2. Let's play that horn. Can Leiter Jr. get a strikeout here? Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boom! He is out of there. But the Diamondbacks do score 4 on a Perdomo grand slam. The Yankees have a 9-7 lead. It is the 7th inning stretch. Now we don't have to complain about Mark Leiter Jr. and we don't have to hear about it on social media, even though we still might. But we're going to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. I will be right back, and you enjoy the 7th inning stretch, folks. All right, folks, we are back to the game, and Ace says death, taxes, and Boone blowing it with the bullpen. Yeah, I felt when he gave those back-to-back walks, or actually when the bases were loaded, he should have made a change to the bullpen. You know, I think at that point he should have went to Leiter Jr., but, you know, what's done is done. Can't go back and change it now. So, well, we are in the bottom of the 7th, folks. Jalen Beeks now is in the game for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's a left-handed pitcher, and he is pitching to Jason Dominguez, who pops one up, and it is foul. Jason Dominguez, 2 for 3 in tonight's game with a single and a double, and he did score a run. 881 OPS, 1 RBI, 1 home run, 278 batting average so far. Oh, no, Jacob, you'll find out what my security alarm is. Don't worry. But the Yankees Yankees have a 9-7 lead in the bottom of the seventh. It's a 1-1 count to Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch from Beeks. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez, and Dominguez hits a grounder to Suarez, who throws over to first and just got Dominguez. Dominguez could run, man, but 1 out in the inning. And we have Anthony Volpe at the plate now, and he is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. And Volpe takes the ball, so it's a 1-0 count to Anthony Volpe. We are in the bottom of the seventh, and there's 1 out. Here's the 1-0. And Volpe hits a grounder to the second baseman for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Beeks. We have Trent Grisham in the game tonight, or right now at the plate. He is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. He had a 2-run shot earlier in the game. Here's the pitch to Grisham. And it's an 0-1 count to Trent Grisham. So it's a 1-1 count to Trent Grisham. We have 2 outs in the inning in the bottom of the seventh. So 2-1 count now to Trent Grisham. Yeah, you all are definitely shady. CT cards. You and Jacob Petruzzi. I got to watch out for the both of you. And Trent Grisham hits one. It bounces off the first baseman's glove, and he makes it. So Trent Grisham gets a hit. And we have a runner on first with 2 outs now with J.C. Escara coming to the plate, and he is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. And they check J.C. Escara at first. That's his first throw over. Yeah, Escara at the plate now. He's 0 for 3. Got to wonder if Aaron Boone is going to use a pinch hitter at all. I thought he would have done it so here, possibly, but he didn't. But it's an 0-2 count now to J.C. Escara with a runner on first, bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch. Count now is 1-2. Grisham will stay put at first base. Desiree, probably not Austin Wells because he's also a lefty bat. I thought he would have brought in perhaps maybe Paul Goldschmidt is what I was thinking. Maybe Oswald Peraza. But it is a 2-2 count to JC Escara. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first base. And Escara pops one up, and it is foul, still staying alive. Yeah, I agree. Peraza needs more playing time, but they're not giving it to him. But here's the 2-2 count to Escara, and here's the pitch. Fouled off. The catcher looks like he's hurt. That catcher's just getting hurt tonight, man. So we're at 37 likes, folks. We are 13 likes away from 50. So if there's 13 people out there watching this right now and you're not subscribed, or if you are subscribed, hit that like button. If we get to 50 likes on this live stream while I'm live, I will buy a membership, and somebody will be the recipient of that membership. Here's the 2-2 count. And fouls it off again. So it's good at bat so far by JC Escara. He's battling against Beeks. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th with a runner on first. Yankees have a 9-7 lead. Here's the 2-2. Escara smacks that, and it goes to right field, to the corner. And it's a double for JC Escara. Great hit for JC Escara. Runners on second and third. Let's go. Lost to JC Escara. He'll get the first major league hit of his career. You need an iPhone link to buy our membership? It's really? Do you have a computer at home? Or like a laptop or something? That's kind of weird. But Escara is fired up, man. So it'll be great for the Yankees to get some runs in this inning. They have an opportunity here with runners on second and third. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter coming. But it'd be good to get some runs in, though, because, again, the Diamondbacks are still very much in this game with the Yankees having a 2-run lead. And we have Goldschmidt, who looks like is going to be taking over for JC Escara at second base. Or not Goldschmidt, sorry. He's pinch hitting, actually. He's pinch hitting for Cabrera. My fault. Paul Goldschmidt pinch hitting for Cabrera. So they have intentionally walked him to set up this matchup between Beeks and Ben Rice. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 7th, folks. And it is an interesting inning so far. I agree, DM. 2 grand slams is unacceptable. 1 is bad enough, man. But 2, that's bad. And we have Ben Rice at the plate, and he is 1 for 2 in tonight's game, and he takes a strike. So the Yankees have a big opportunity to make something happen here with the bases loaded. They have a 9-7 lead, but it wouldn't hurt for them to get a few more runs here. 0-2 count now to Ben Rice. So it's a quick 0-2 count. Probably another off-speed pitch here. And Ben Rice fouls it off, and it was an 88-mile-per-hour changeup. Count is 0-2. Bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. I mean, I'm not close to you right now, Jacob. I mean, one of us would have to fly out. Either you fly out here or I fly out there. But here's the 0-2. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Let's see if the Yankees can do some damage here. So here's the 1-2. Rice fouls it off, still staying alive. Another changeup by Beeks. Oh, you meant the 50 likes from you slapping. Oh. Well, I can't slap you right now. And Ben Rice fouls it off. Once again, another changeup by Beeks. Still a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Ben Rice. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. The Yankees have a 9-7 lead. And, he just missed on a cutter. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Count is even. 13 likes away from 50. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And with the bases loaded and Ben Rice could not come through, we are going to the top of the 8th now with Suarez, Thomas, and Hampson coming up. Not what we wanted, folks. Oh, that was frustrating, but what are we going to do? I know. I keep asking. I don't know. I'm asking you all. I figured you guys might have the answer. I don't. But a strikeout by Ben Rice with the bases loaded. Yankees were threatening, but just could not get anything, or could not make the best of that situation. But so far in tonight's game, the Yankees are 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They have left 7 men on base. The Diamondbacks are 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position, and they have left 4 runners on base. The Yankees have a 9-7 lead. We are heading to the top of the 8th. DM says we need another ace. Pitching will be our Achilles heel without Cole. I mean, the pitching hasn't been too bad so far. I mean, they're a little bit shaky from the bullpen. I mean, yeah, Carlos Rodon didn't really – I don't want to say he pitched the first 2 innings he didn't pitch well in last night's game, but then he was able to redeem himself. The bats just couldn't get going. I feel like it's been the bats for the Yankees, and a little bit of a trouble with the bullpen, honestly. And Ace is saying he'd go Luke Weaver for 2 innings since he hasn't pitched since opening day. I mean, yeah, I mean, if it means putting him in there for 2 innings with a 2-run lead, I mean, by all means, I mean, you do what you got to do to win this game. But we are back to the game. I got somebody jogging into the Diamondbacks bullpen from the Arizona's organ. I don't know who that guy is, but fans were booing him. It's funny. But Mark Leiter Jr. is still in the game. And that ball is hit to right field for out number 1. So quick out. And Oswald Peraza is taken over at third base. Paul Goldschmidt is taken over at first base. So a couple of changes in the game. So Alek Thomas is at the plate now. He is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. So we have one out in the top of the 8th. Yankees have a 9-7 lead. Mark Leiter Jr. still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike one to Thomas. So 0-1 count to Alek Thomas, who's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Here's the 0-1. And that is fouled off. The count is 0-2. Can Mark Leiter Jr. get a strikeout here? And it looks like Marte is on deck. He will be pinch hitting. Count now to Thomas is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen. Did he go? And he couldn't hold up. And that is a strikeout for Mark Leiter Jr. 2 outs in the inning now. And Ketel Marte is coming to the plate. And he will be pinch hitting. Or no, it's 0 for 2. Why did I think he was? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, he's pinch hitting for Hampson because it's showing that he's 0 for 2. But I'm like, wait, he hasn't played all game. I thought they were playing with me. But first pitch to Marte is a ball. So the count is 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 by Leiter Jr. That is in there for a strike. The count is 1-1. So 1-1 count to Marte. And Marte pops one up. Dominguez drops the ball, drops in front of Dominguez, and he's on there for a base hit. So we have a runner on first with 2 outs. Yeah, 37 likes so far. So we need 13 more so I could buy a membership while I'm live. And Boone is going to the bullpen, and he is going to Luke Weaver, folks. And Luke Weaver will be coming into the game. And we are in a commercial break. So we have 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And the Yankees have a 9-7 lead. There's a runner on first. When we get back, Luke Weaver will be coming into the game. But how we feeling, folks? How we feeling? Let me know real quick. All right. I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back to the game, and we have Gabriel Moreno pinch hitting. So another pinch hitter for the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch, 87-mile-per-hour cutter to Moreno, and it's a strike. It's an 0-1 count, so Luke Weaver is in the game, folks. We have a runner on first with 2 outs, 0-1 count to Moreno, and second strike, strike 2. Let's play that horn. Can he get a strikeout here, folks? Luke Weaver sets. Here's the 0-2. And Moreno fouls it off. Still staying alive. So we're going to do it again. No ball, 2 strikes to Moreno. Corbin Carroll is on deck. So we have 2 outs in the top of the 8th with a runner on first. 0-2 count to Moreno. Here's the pitch. And Moreno fouls it back, still staying alive. So 0-2 count to Moreno. The Yankees have a 9-7 lead. The Diamondbacks are still very much in this game. We have Miller warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Yankees have to win this game to avoid a sweep. Here's the 0-2. That's a ball. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moreno. Here's the 1-2. And fouls it back. Moreno still staying alive. So we have 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moreno with a runner on first. It is the top of the 8th, 2 outs right now. Here's the 1-2. And Moreno hits a grounder. Jazz Chisholm Jr. throws over to first base to Paul Goldschmidt for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Bellinger, Judge, Chisholm Jr. due up, folks. And we are in a commercial break. Is there a little bit more relief out there, folks? Are we feeling a little bit more relieved? Let me know. But bottom of the 8th coming out, folks. Really appreciate everybody hanging out wherever you may be watching from. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out this channel. So yeah, they got to get a couple more runs in the bottom of the 8th, and they got the right players that are coming up to do that. You know, you got Bellinger, Judge, and Jazz. So let's hope they can get some runs and have a little bit of a bigger lead, because Arizona is still very much in this. The Diamondbacks are still very much in this. So All right, we have Shelby Miller back in the game now for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Ketel Marte takes over at second base for the Diamondbacks. And Cody Bellinger is at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Here's the pitch from Miller. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. No balls, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. And Moreno is at the dish now, catching in tonight's game. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 on a splitter. So 0-2 count now to Cody Bellinger. What's up, Yankees country? Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Yankees have a 9-7 lead in the bottom of the 8th as they try to not get swept in this series. Swing and a miss, and strike 3 to Cody Bellinger. And that is a strikeout for Miller. Bellinger is down. So we have Aaron Judge, the captain, coming up to the plate now. Aaron Judge is having himself a game, 3 for 4, 3-run home run, single double, and 4 RBI game today for Aaron Judge. First pitch to Judge is a ball, so the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Shout out to Yankees country. What's up, man? It's a 1-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. We got Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1. And Aaron Judge hits it sharply to the shortstop. And Perdomo throws over to first for out number 2. So we have 2 outs in the inning. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. We should be back. Give me just a moment here, folks. I do apologize. But the Yankees do have a 9-7 lead. It is 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is at the plate. Okay, we are back to the game. It's a 2-1 count, 2-2 count now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Apologize for the small technical difficulty there, folks, but we are back. And Jason Dominguez is waiting on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz, and he fouls it off, still staying alive. Miller sets. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off, still staying alive. The count is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Live stream is officially over 3 hours, folks, so I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Count is now full, so 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yankees' upcoming schedule, they travel to Pittsburgh, and they have a 3-game set starting tomorrow against the Pirates. Then they travel to Detroit to play against the Tigers, have a day off next Thursday. Then they play the San Francisco Giants, and Jazz Chisholm draws a walk with Jason Dominguez coming to the plate. Yeah, I did hear. I did hear the chants. I did hear the chants, and Jazz does steal second base. Oh, still safe. Still safe. Shortstop Perdomo saying to the umpire, "Oh, I got him out. I got him out," but I think he was trying to force him out of the bag. And Jazz has a stolen base. 100th career stolen base for Jazz Chisholm. Looks like they're going to challenge that play. Or I don't know if they're going to challenge it, but the umpire is talking with the manager of the Diamondbacks. Let's see the replay here. Let's look at that foot. Yeah, he pushed him off with his glove. I mean, at least that's what it looks like, but yeah, so that's what it was. The umpire said he pushed him off. So Jazz Chisholm is safe. He gets his stolen base. We have Jason Dominguez at the plate now. And that's the first stolen base by Jazz Chisholm Jr. this season. So here's Dominguez, and he takes a strike. It is a 1-1 count to Dominguez. Miller sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. Here's the 1-2, and Dominguez fouls it off. Yankees trying to get another run in here. They have a 9-7 lead. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. A 9-7 lead would a runner on second, 1-2 count, 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. So Dominguez strikes out, and that'll end the top of the 8th. The top of the order coming up for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Carroll, Perdomo, Carroll, Perdomo, and Smith are coming up for the top of the 9th. The Yankees are 3 outs away from a win. So it's going to be a big, big top of the 9th inning. Luke Weaver coming back to the game, so he has an opportunity to close it out. Let's hope he can close it out, and the Yankees can avoid getting swept. The game has game is coming up on 3 hours now. This live stream is just a little bit over 3. Greatly appreciate all of you hanging out with me tonight. It is greatly appreciated while I call this game. It's the fifth game I'm calling this season, so we'll see how many games I call. So I'm trying to call as many games as I possibly can. So this is game number 5 that I'm calling, and then we'll see what happens with tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a little tricky. It's a bit of an early game tomorrow, so got some stuff that I need to take care of. But how's everybody's night going? Hopefully you're all enjoying your evening. Tomorrow is Friday. It's going to be the end of the week. Hopefully you all have some fun plans for the weekend. Hopefully the weather is slowly warming up wherever you may be, or if you are already in warm weather, I'm hoping you're enjoying it. So yes, indeed. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe. If you are new to this channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So as of right now, I'm at 39 likes. I don't know if I'll get 11 likes while I'm still live. But if I do get to 50, I will buy a membership. And we are back to the game. It is the top of the 9th, folks. Luke Weaver is back in the game, and Carroll is leading off the top of the 9th. He is 1 for 4 in tonight's game, and he fouls one off. It is strike 1 to Corbin Carroll. He is 1 for 4 in tonight's game, folks. So last chance for the Diamondbacks to make something happen. The Yankees are 3 outs away from winning this game and avoiding the sweep. Here's the pitch. Oh, 1-1. And we got James Holohan. He says, "Go Yankees, beat Arizona." Appreciate you. What's up, James? How's it going, man? Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So it's a 1-2 count now to Corbin Carroll. Can Luke Weaver get a strikeout here? Here's the 1-2. And Carroll hits it, and it is in the stands. Nice little souvenir for a fan as they all try to battle for that baseball. We have Perdomo on deck. Smith is in the hole. It's a 1-2 count to Corbin Carroll. Here's the pitch. Count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Four plus outs and 31 of 62 appearances last season for Luke Weaver. Here's the 2-2, and it's a grounder hit to Paul Goldschmidt. He will run it over to first base and steps on the bag for out number 1. The Yankees are 2 outs away now from closing this game out. So whatever, Joel. And Perdomo was 1 for 4 in tonight's game, but he did hit that grand slam in the 7th inning that got the Diamondbacks back into the game. And Perdomo pops one up, and Dominguez makes the catch for out number 2. Let's give a round of applause. We're always going to clap for Dominguez every time he makes a catch. That was a good one, Joel. And the Diamondbacks are down to their last out. We have Smith at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count to Pavin Smith. 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Yankees have a 9-7 lead in the top of the ninth with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. We got Josh Naylor on deck, folks. So we are at 40 likes. So I don't know if I'll get 10 more likes, but if there's 10 people out there that haven't liked the stream yet, here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. Let's get that siren or that horn playing. Can Luke Weaver get a strikeout here? He struck him out. Boom! And that is the game. The Yankees take game 3 of this 3-game series, 9-7. The Yankees do avoid being swept. So the Yankees were able to walk away with a win. The Yankees now have a 4-2 record, and now they will travel to Pittsburgh to play against the Pittsburgh Pirates starting tomorrow. They have a 3-game set, and after that, they will travel to Detroit before coming back home to play against the San Francisco Giants next Friday. So what a game. It was a good game. It was a little scary there towards the end. The Diamondbacks were still very much in it. They hit that grand slam. Perdomo hit that grand slam in the top of the 7th, but the Yankees hold on. So 9-7, Yankees win. The Yankees win. There you go. That was my John Sterling version. But the game is over. But the Yankees bats were very much alive. It was just another home run centric game. Carlos Carrasco did very well. I think he did better than what a lot of us expected. So congratulations to Carlos Carrasco. JC Escarra gets his first career hit. Congratulations to JC Escarra. Yankees defense looked pretty good. Bullpen, obviously a little bit shaky. Yarborough giving up that grand slam. But the bullpen still did their job. Luke Weaver coming in. And he did what he was supposed to do. So overall, I'm happy with how everything ended up. It got a little bit scary there in the 7th inning. But the Yankees walk away with a win, folks. The Yankees walk away with a win. But that's going to do it for me, folks. Again, thank you to everybody who did join, who did hopefully you all enjoyed this game. Hopefully you all enjoyed this live stream. I do greatly, again, appreciate everybody tuning in. So if you haven't yet, if you are new to this channel, if you're seeing this for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button on your way out. Share this channel out with anyone you know. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, folks. You all have a good night, and I will see you all next time. Great game, Joel. Absolutely. Yeah, Desiree, for sure. He could always pitch the 8th and 9th. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all so much. The Yankees win. They avoid getting swept. And I will see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody. Let's go, Yankees.